Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Rose here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Nails Are Done. Let's Be. So I've already peeked at this live stream, which was like an hour and a half long. Looks like she's doing a little bit of the same old, still complaining about French Fry Girl, still complaining about the reaction channels, still complaining about YouTube in general, still mad about the fact that her Patreon has been put on hold for now. So I want to capture part of this live stream. So let's just go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see what I see. So there's Foodie, and she's going to tell us our thoughts, and I'm going to say my thoughts with her. So let's get to, shall we?
I used to get them done by the girl, but then one day she was gone and I had Mun, and now he's my nail guy and he's super cool. He does all of this like free bit. What would you call it? Free something? I don't know. He comes up with all these designs. They just have the coolest designs in the city. Like everywhere else, it's just basic nails. You know what I mean? Let's go get a coffee. Yeah, I blocked some people earlier. I don't want people in my chat. Do I have to like go the other way? I don't mind trolling, but with certain subjects, I guess right now, I don't appreciate trolling when it comes to. No, you can't go that way. Oh. When it comes to, I don't know, like abuse and stuff like that, like I just don't need it. Like I'm a human being, so yeah, I'm a public figure, so yeah.
Please. So Foodie, are you trying to dictate what the reactors react to and how much? Because that's what it sounds like. First, you were saying in the previous react, you can't react to my entire live stream. That's not fair. That's not allowed. Now you're trying to tell us that if you talk about certain things, we're not allowed to talk about it. We're not allowed to comment on it. That's not how reacting works. You can't dictate to people what they react to and what they say and how much of your live stream can be used. Fair use and transformative. That means if we can take your entire stream, and as long as we're transforming it and making it into something unique to us, it's allowed. If you're allowed to get on YouTube and be half naked or almost all the way naked and be completely blasted out of your head on edibles, we're allowed to react to your stream.
I have to be able to handle the fact that people are going to be negative as well as positive. I know that it's just not just a matter of always positivity and kissing ass and hug box, but I never get that, but barely. So like honestly, the thing is like, here's the thing: if I do something wrong, fine, criticize me for it, but don't.
You say that to people. You say, criticize me, hold me accountable, and then when they do, you get mad at them and then you block them. So you need to pick a lane and stay in it. Do you want people to hold you accountable or don't you? Although I don't see the sense in holding you accountable because you don't even hold yourself accountable. You claim no responsibility for nothing. Everything that happens that's wrong is everybody else's fault.
Make up shit just for your fucking content, which is what you fucking people do. Like I don't drive on drugs. I'm not on drugs. I don't fucking starve my cats.
All of that's a lie. All of that is a lie. Proof positive that the cats go without food. Pete's got on his stream and said the cats don't have food. Granted, they did have dry food, but BBJ cannot eat that, and you know that. But instead of making sure to have enough canned, moist pate in the house for her, you let the cats run out, so she has nothing to eat. So tell me again, you don't starve your cats. You over there, this making $10,000 plus a month, spending $6,000 a month on food for yourself, God knows how much on edibles. You're running out of cat food. there are lots of people that don't even make the income that you do, and they don't run out of pet food. They have months of food sitting around their house just in case. But not you. No, you run out of cat food, which is ridiculous. How does a person who makes 10,000 plus a month on YouTube run out of any pet supplies? I'd love to know the answer to that one.
All of this shit I'm being accused of is just stupid. I'm not a Nazi. Like, it's fucking stupid. People actually emailed the venue and was like, she's a Nazi. People are mental and like not I'm not talking about mentally ill, because yes, that, but no, we're not going to mental ill shame. We're going to stupid idiot shame, okay? That's what we're going to do. So I blocked some people, and honestly, if you want to come back, then just friggin' make another account. Sorry.
You
I
know,
mean, again, why am I being...
Shut up, Foodie. I'm talking over here. I have a question. Honest question. Why would anyone who's been blocked by Foodie on her side, why would you guys want to come back? And I've heard some people say, we're not in Foodie's chat for Foodie. It's because we've made friends over there, other people that are other VIPs. We enjoy talking to them. I get that. But are there no other ways to talk to those people? There's no Discord. There's no nothing where if you want to talk to them, you can talk to them. There are tons of messenger services, and you don't have to pay $5 a month. But seriously, why would anybody who's blocked by Foodie go back? If you've been blocked once, why go back there? If your reason is because I like the other people in our chat, there's other ways to talk to them, and you can do it all day long for free.
Blamed for what these people come in and troll and say. No, it's not my problem. It's your problem that you spent $5, and it's your problem that you're fucking blocked. That's not my bad attitude. That's your bad actions, and there's consequences to your bad actions. Your problem is you don't like the fact that I stick up for myself and that I talk like this. It comes off as aggressive. Well, I'm not in a really good fucking mood when people victim shame me over something I'm traumatized over. And yes, I get to decide what I'm traumatized over.
Okay, so you're deciding what you're traumatized over. See, if something really happened to you, it really wouldn't be a decision now, would it? It would just be something that happened to you. So you're saying your trauma is a choice, right? Is that what you're saying? I supposedly went through some trauma and it's by choice. Real victims or trauma did not happen by choice, it just happened. That's what separates you from real victims. What happened to them was not by choice. It just happened and it was terrible. You're a victim for pay. You're a victim on camera, but you're a victim nowhere else in your life.
Over. Not you, me. Me. Okay? Maybe like trauma, like I don't know if you want like people just because I'm not huddled in a corner all the time, you know, people don't believe that I've gone through shit. I don't know. I don't care. I don't need you to believe me. I don't need you to believe me. I don't need you to believe that I was a victim. Okay? I don't need you to believe that.
That's okay because I don't believe you.
I need you to do is leave me the fuck alone. That's it. Plain and simple. Because yes, even now I see, of course, tagging me. I wouldn't see this if you don't tag me. So hairspray head fucking Johnny Bravo wannabe is pumping out the videos now, more victim shaming because
You know, Sean Talk tries to come off like some tough person, some bad bitch, but yet she doesn't have the courage to say the person's name. Why is that, Foodie? Why is it that you act all big and bad on camera, but yet if you're mad at somebody, you won't say their name? Why won't you say their name? You said French Fry Girl's name because you're mad at her. Why not say the names of the other people you're mad at? I don't understand how someone who claims to be so tough, you're mad at somebody, you won't say outright who you're mad at.
stick up for myself, and you don't like that I fucking called you a hedgehog, right, asshole? So now you got more victim shame. You're only making yourself look bad. This is why I'm not doing response videos on Repzillion, because they're fucking victim shame.
Can I clue you into something? So there's Repsion and there's Repzilla. They're two different people, two different channels. Why are you trying to combine them into one person?
And I'm not going to respond to that fucking shit and re-traumatize myself.
Oh,
Fuck you.
please.
And eventually, someday, that will get seen, and that's going to be your fucking legacy on YouTube.
You know what's funny about you, Chantal? You sit there and say, I'm not watching these videos and putting myself through that trauma again. Why didn't you keep that same energy all those times that you were watching Natter on your computer while you were doing your live streams? Why didn't you keep that same energy when you were doing those live streams and you were calling him on your phone, talking to him, sending him text messages, coming up with fake names to talk to him on Messenger? Melissa Cook, Miss Pondu. How come the energy changes? Like, one thing is traumatizing, but direct contact with your abuser is not traumatizing to the point where you're paying for his groceries and you're sneaking off to go see him in cheap, sleazy motel rooms infested with bed bugs and God knows what. That's why you make people angry. You're not keeping that same energy. Makes you look like a big, big liar because the energy doesn't remain the same. It keeps changing depending on your mood and how much money you got in your pocket. And if Natter's mad at you,
Being a fucking victim shamer. And I might actually strike those videos because, yes, they're fucking bullshit. They're absolutely victim shaming, which is fucking stupid on all levels. Why you're trying to out Natter? Did you fucking forget what angle you're going for? Did you forget what angle you're going for? Natter, El Shami is the fucking abuser.
no, he's not the only one. You're abusive too. You've done a halfway good job keeping all eyes on him. Everybody's looking at Natter. He's the abusive one. He's a bad person, and he is. But you're purposely only painting half a picture that nobody notices your half. Here's the whole picture. You're both rotten people. You're both abusive people. I don't know about physical abuse, but you're guilty of verbal abuse. And that's pretty bad too. I don't know how you are with Natter as far as verbal abuse, but I've seen you verbally abuse your own audience, your own VIVs. So if you're verbally abusive to them, who else are you verbally abusive to? What else have you done? You said you have a bad temper. Have you gone to anger management? No. So it wasn't just one abusive person in that situation, it was two people. And it continues to be two people because you haven't left him alone. I'm sure all that time that he spent away on YouTube, he was talking to you. You were giving him money. I mean, he popped up with filet mignon just yesterday. Where did you get those steaks from, Chantal? Bet you bought him those steaks. Because it's been a long time since he did a nice meal. He's been basically surviving on scraps. Bet you helped him out, didn't you? Yep.
So me going after Dee Dee, calling her a bitch, making fun of her hair, all fucking irrelevant because she fucked me over and she was absolutely a fucking bitch. Okay?
Ma'am, Dee Dee came along. Natter liked her company so much that he moved in with her. She gets to spend time with Natter, and she doesn't pay for it the way you do. Natter makes you pay for it because he doesn't like you. He likes your bank account. That's the way it's always been. And after what happened recently, you over there running off and having relations with a married man, which I doubt happened. But let's just say for a moment that it actually did happen. You're over there sleeping with a married man who's got a wife and kids. And you were giggly about it. You were so happy about it, like you found it such a kick that a guy preferred your company over the company of his wife. Like you got one over on some unnamed married female. But you're over there sleeping with married men, and you think you have the right to bitch at Dee Dee right now? saying, oh, she stole my man. Well, what the hell were you doing with a married man that you really shouldn't have been with? Weren't you eating the food off somebody else's plate? Yeah, I think you were. You can't talk about another woman stealing your man when you're over there being a side piece for a married dude. Sorry.
So for me calling her names, boo, boo. Oh no, Chantel's a bad person. Nader'll Shammy abused women, but Chantel's a bad person because she made fun of Dee Dee. Stick to the point, you dumb fuck. Your hairspray not doing you any favors. You dumb fuck. Okay? Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah, I'm angry. So, this is what you wanted. Good for you. And this is what you're going to get. Good for you. And then at the end of the day, you're left with being a fucking victim shamer. Good for you. And at the end of the day, it's no skin off my fucking ass. I'm not going to apologize for being verbally abusive to Dee Dee when I was being manipulated and fucking gaslit and everything else by them for a fucking year. Fuck you. You're focusing on the wrong shit. Fuck you. Okay? Yeah, that's why I'm mad. Who wouldn't be? Are you insane? So there, that's my problem. Yeah, absolutely. When you're trying to out Natter, unless you're saying that I was also a victim of him, you have no business bringing me up. So fuck you. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Any other actions I did, not important. And you know it. And anyway, why are people even listening to these fucking hedgehogs after the fact? We've all been talking about this shit for a year, right? You've all told me to shut the fuck up about it for a year. It was getting on your nerves. You didn't want to fucking hear about it. La-di-da-di-da. Stop talking about Natter. And guess who's opening up the wounds all over again? Is it?
Oh, please. What do you mean the wounds are being opened all over again? They never completely closed. You never stop talking about Natter. You never stop being around Natter. You mention his name every live stream. So how could those wounds be closed? And maybe a lot of people were interested in what Repsion and Repsilo wanted to say because they were outside of girl world, and maybe they would give a fresh perspective. Maybe that was it. Maybe people watch just for that alone, the fact that it's outside girl world and they're not directly involved, they're outside of that a bit. So they want to give their points of view. But how can you sit there and say they're opening up the wounds when you never let the wounds heal? You kept them open and bleeding because it was profitable.
Is it me? No. Am I still getting the blame for it? Yeah, I am. So yeah, I'm fucking angry. Yeah, I am angry. Yeah. So don't act fucking brand new. Don't act surprised.
Can I just say this about Chantal and her rage? I think her rage is like her trauma. She selects when she wants to go through trauma. She selects when she wants to be a victim, and she selects when she wants to get mad. And Chantal's no fool. She knows that when she rages, it's interesting to people. It's one of the more interesting things about her content because everything else is boring. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the month is almost here. I bet dimes to donuts that this rage that she's projecting onto everybody, it's mostly fake. She's doing it for the views. She's doing it for the money. The end of the pay period is almost up. She's got to do something to keep people interested and keep people watching. So let's rage for the next 3 days and try to get those extra views and extra super chats and really piss a lot of people off. And maybe because they're angry, they'll come watch me a little bit more because I need the money. That's pretty much the attitude. This whole rage about French Fried Girl, the reaction channels, da 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 da. Maybe parts of it are real, but I promise you, her rage is selective. And sometimes she selects to be angry or pretends to be angry at the end of the month when the pay period is about up and she needs the money. And apparently she does.
Thank you. Fucking people. Christ. Anyway, I'll never understand that mentality. I'll never get it. Never. And I don't have to, because you know what? I'm not even going to try. I'm just.
Chantal's mad because she is probably counting on the fact that she could open up a Patreon and get money right away in her account. Patreon's not letting her do it. So to make up for it, she's got to rage for the next 3 or 4 days, trying to get that little bit of extra money that maybe she would have gotten on Patreon.
Just going to live my life. And bees, all I need from you is to leave me the hell alone and let us bees. That's all I want to do. There's no reason for drama. There's nothing more to it. I got my nails done. I'm beesing. You don't have to steal my content and regurgitate that. You don't have to make a conspiracy theory out of it just because you see that you're getting 300 fucking views a video off of my name making shit up. Fuck off, because it's not going to last. Because the minute I get home, strike, copyright. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. Going down. Miss Fields, all of you. Done. Period. When I get home. If you don't want to watch Foodie Beauty, then don't. Period. Anywhere. That's it. If you have valid criticisms for me, if you think that if you have something super transformative that you want to provide to YouTube, that you feel that your 2 cents anyone would give a fuck about, go for it. But make sure that it's transformative. Make sure you have valid criticisms for educational purposes, because replaying my entire stream with the border around it and making fun of me is not cutting it for your content anymore, you lazy fuckers. It's not cutting it anymore. Stay mad all you want, unsubscribe. I don't give a shit. I'm done with it. I don't care. Losing views. Oh, well, look what happened last time you did that. You lost views. I don't care.
Yes, you do. You care. Chantal, if you're over there spending $6,000 a month on takeout, I don't know how much on edibles. If the part of the money that you make goes for Natter, you care. You're not living a basic lifestyle where you're just needing money for the necessities and you'll be fine. Your life is nothing but unneeded costs. You know, like you don't need to get a whole bunch of edibles, but you do. You don't need to buy the fast food, but you do. You don't need to run back and forth to Montreal to see Natter, but you do. You don't need to buy him filet mignon, but you do. I would think any way in the world that you can to make money would be a good thing for you. But you're not seeing that way. And I still stand by the fact that you're mad at the reaction channels. You're mad about the fact that your channel is not making money like it used to, and that is your fault. I stand by my feeling, my theory, that you used Natter as a cat's paw to do your dirty work. I stand by my feeling, my thought, that you were mad at the reaction channels and you got in Natter's ear and said to him, hey, do the dirty work for me. Throw the strikes at these channels. Take the heat. Because if something happens to your channel, it's not a big deal because you're not making that much anyway. But since I'm your sugar mama, I got to protect my income, which helps you. So since I want to get back at these reaction channels, do the dirty work for me. And he did. Almost 40 channels hit, over 150, 60 videos, copyright struck. And what happened? He was out for 2 weeks. So he took the heat. He took it. And he took it for you, just so you wouldn't be in the spotlight that way. And you could say, it wasn't me. It wasn't me doing it. It seems to be on brand with you, doing things and saying, it wasn't me. It's not my fault. So he took the heat for you. And it backfired. He didn't knock anybody out of the boxing ring. Everybody who's a reactor is still a reactor. I'm sure that makes you angry too. Maybe you thought that you could basically take some of the reactors out. Ain't nobody been taken out. So you're going to throw strikes now? Let's see how that goes.
People steal my content, I lose views anyway. So I don't care. All right? Is the point proven? Is it come across? We're almost there. think I've ranted long enough. Good. Thank you. And no, I'm not yelling at my beezers when I'm saying this. Are my beezers the ones doing this to me? No. Therefore, I'm not talking to my beezers. I'm not treating my beezers like shit. Because my real beezers are people who fucking understand that, hey, sometimes people go too far and I have a right to fucking feel a certain way about it. Period. So yeah. I don't want people who are here purposely to trigger me. I especially don't want those people because I do get triggered and that's why people do it. So what I don't understand is how that's okay. How people make fun of me for being triggered, not look at the fucking people who are purposely online just to try to trigger people. It's so stupid. Like,
Chantal, how long have you been on YouTube? About what, 5 years? I don't know exactly when the Foodie Beauty channel came to be, but you've been on YouTube for what, 4 years, right? And after 4 years of having your channel on YouTube and dealing with people the way you've been dealing with people in all the controversy and all the backlash, you still haven't grown a thick skin yet? One minute you're saying it doesn't bother me, the next minute you're saying it bothers you immensely. This is YouTube. And people are sometimes brutally honest on YouTube. If you're going to be on YouTube and have your channel and do the content that you're doing in the way that you're doing it, you've got to learn to have a thicker skin. You can't be so bothered. I mean, you love drama. You love bringing the negativity. I would think that you would be more desensitized to it. The way that you try to train your audience to be desensitized to you being half naked and doing drugs. Like you've done it so much that it's no big deal now. But if you're bothered by the reaction channels, by their chats, by panels, things they say, things you see on Twitter, if you don't like it, don't look. Stop looking. Stop looking for things you know are going to make you angry. Stay on your channel with your people and be at peace. You don't have to venture off your channel into other people's backyards and see what's going on there. Just stay where you are. Stay with your people. Stay in your lane. You'd be a lot more peaceful that way.
it is what it is, but at the end of the day, like, don't act surprised when I freak out once in a while. Obviously. Like, it's so it's so dumb. Don't act surprised and brand new. Like, duh. What do you think? What do you expect? What do you expect of people? Like, you know? Anyway. So your lychee days are over. You're going to have to find something else in your fucking day to broadcast for content. Because guess what? Beezing is my fucking thing, not you. There's a whole fucking community of people who are trying to beeze. Beezing is my thing. We are beezers. I beeze. We beeze. That's it. This is where we beeze. My channel. We're beezers. No one else. Thank you. Well, too bad. I know that sounds petty, but whatever. Screw it. So yes, I really don't get, like, I'm allowed to protect myself and my content. Why else am I on YouTube? To give people fucking freebies to support people's lifestyle? Fuck. And then I'm not a generous person. No other YouTuber on the fucking face of this earth or on Mars or on the moon, wherever, would allow other creators to do what they get away with what they get away with.
As far as you being generous about your content, it's not about you being a generous person or a caring person or a considerate person. You just let it happen because you understand something, or you did, about the fact that there's no such thing as bad publicity, that if people are talking about you in even a negative way, that can lead to views, that can lead to money for your channel, because people are naturally curious by nature. If somebody says so and so is a bad person, of course you're curious as to why they think that. And you're going to go check them out and check out their content on YouTube. And you may stay on the channel, you may be a subscriber or not. But there's always the chance that somebody who goes to person A and person A says this person is awful and rotten and they're horrible and vile. The curious person, the onlooker, if you will, they're going to say, well, you're talking badly about this person. Let me see what the hoo-ha is all about. And they go and they look and they may stay or not, but that kind of helps you, doesn't it? You know, you've always had that symbiotic relationship with the reaction channels. You do the content on your channel and you make money directly on your channel. And the reaction channels cover you, and yeah, we make a little bit of coin, but we should, because covering you is basically almost a full-time job. It's a lot of hours to put in editing, commentary, posting stuff, thumbnails, all that. But by having that many reaction channels covering you, it spreads your notoriety, if you will, all over YouTube. You know, there's more chances for people to find you. So I guess you haven't learned the lesson that Natter is learning right now. Him going after all the channels and throwing the strikes and saying, I don't want anybody to cover me and I'm going to strike anybody who does. Well, he got his wish. Now I'm sure he's regretting that decision, regretting it badly. Because without the reaction channels covering him at all, that means he's all alone on his channel doing his thing and his content is not that good. And the only person talking about him or promoting him is you. And so he's over there all by himself with no one to help him. So look at Natter and decide if you want that to be you.
There's no way. There's no way. And maybe I do actually really need to lawyer up. Because, you know, a lot of YouTubers, including YouTubers like Carly, all of them, they all have their own business. I don't have a business yet. I need to incorporate and I need to attain a fucking business attorney. And
yeah, good luck with that. Attorneys and lawyers aren't cheap. And the more professional they are, the more money you got to pay them. We're talking into the hundreds of dollars, Foodie. You got that kind of money? Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think you're going to put aside, I don't know what, $1,000 to talk to a lawyer and sue one or two people, let alone a whole bunch of reaction channels all at once. I don't think you can afford that, ma'am.
Yeah, I know you don't think I can afford it. The truth is, you don't really know what I can afford and what I can't afford. You don't know my fucking situation. All right, let me worry about that, and I'll do what I have to do. I don't care if I have to fucking rent a lawyer, rent to own a lawyer. I will fucking do it. All right, I will rent to own a fucking lawyer. Whatever. Worry about your own finances. Why are people so worried about my finances? Like, people just worry about the dumbest, mundane things about my life. You know what I mean? Like, things I don't even really even talk about sometimes. Like, I don't know. It's just like, oh, it's fucking tiring. So yeah, I'm tired of that right now, as you can see. Hello. I need coffee, and I haven't had coffee, so I'm super busy.
Something for you, Foodie. If you ever took anybody to court, there's going to be the cost of the lawyer, time spent. You might have to end up paying punitive damages, however much that is, court costs. It's a lot of money. So you're not just paying the cost of the lawyer and their time spent on the case, but there might be additional cost after the case is over. And that's just with one person, let alone several people.
Bitchy. I was gonna take P out for supper, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to go out once I get home. That's what I mean. I'd have to go back and pick him up. I kind of want to go to a Chinese food place, this really good Chinese food place that doesn't give me diarrhea. Is the coffee place still open or do they close early? I don't even know, but I hope they're open. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little triggered.
Always
triggered. I hate that. Let's play a game of let's see if we can trigger her. Let's make fun of her. Let's downplay her domestic violence to try to trigger her. What kind of fucked up person in the head are you? What kind of person are you? I don't understand. Like, You're fucked. Let's go to her fucking show and then make fun of all the people there for being fat when I look like a fucking bullfrog. What kind of fucking brain do you have in your goddamn head? You don't have one. People like drama and tea, so everything about me will be amped up for attention and views. It's the YouTube way. Yeah. You feel violated? Yes, we did live together. Just you honestly are going to believe Nader, the biggest fucking liar? I stayed at this guy's fucking trap house all the time. Yes, it is domestic. I fucking paid his rent. How much more domestic is that? That's
probably still paying the rent right now if Didi lost her job. Because if she lost her job, how could she pay it? And now they're still getting groceries, so
domestic. Just bees. Well, that's fine and dandy, but this is my channel, fuck. If I feel like I want to come on here and rant about something that happened to me traumatically, why am I being shamed for it? Can you explain that? No. If you don't want to hear me complain about things that happened to me, unsubscribe. Fuck off. There's no reason any of you should be butthurt about me ranting about things that affect me. At all. And if you are, unsubscribe because I'll block you right now. There's no reason. None. No misdirected shit. I've just had enough. That's it.
You know, Foodie goes through phases where one minute she's telling people, oh, I love you all so much, and I really act ungrateful, and I should appreciate you more. And then she goes back to this, where she's ranting and she's angry and she's going off on the VIBs and saying, go ahead, unsubscribe if you want to, I don't care. You know, so on top of the verbal abuse that she gives people, where she uses intimidation tactics, like, you know, she gets in a mood like she is now, and she's like, who wants to be blocked, who wants to be blocked, basically intimidating her own members to walk on eggshells, or else she demeans people in her chat, basically telling them all the time, you're not worth much to me, you're nothing to me, none of you are nothing to me, so go ahead and unsubscribe. So she's verbally abusive, she's mean, she's nasty, she uses intimidation and bullying, she demeans people. That is verbal abuse, Foodie. That is someone who is verbally abusive. You know, one minute you're saying you appreciate everybody, you love everybody, the next minute you're hurling the abuse at them. And honestly, I don't understand why anyone would stay subscribed to you acting like that. Why anyone would subject themselves to that kind of abuse over and over. Maybe some people in your chat, they don't think about what they're going through with you as being abuse, but it is. Even somebody far away can abuse you. They don't have to be right there in front of you. And you wonder why people are complaining about your channel and your content. It's because you get on your channel every day and it's negative all the time, negative. You dump 1,000 pounds of negative garbage at people and you wonder why they don't like it. If you're a person and you get exposed to negative garbage of any kind, could be stuff on TV, could be stuff at the workplace, could be stuff in your home, it affects how you feel. It affects your mental and emotional state. You know, like watching you can be very draining and irritating, and seeing you do the things that you do, it makes a person feel negative. And if it gets too much and it gets too dark, that's when people need to step away and say, I can't. I got to go do something else, and that's perfectly fine. But you get angry when people say, I can't watch you anymore. It's too negative. You're like, how dare you? How dare you step away from me and stop watching me? Well, they would continue to watch you if you made them feel good. people go to your channel, they know that there's nothing positive to look forward to. It's all going to be bad, and it's going to be the same mundane, boring bad day after day after day. You want more success, you have to plant fertile ground for success. You can't place negative seed in the ground and expect a positive harvest. It just don't work like that.
Thank you. Blood pressure mixed with the puddings. Well, whatever. So. Aww. I love when someone messages me that I'm beautiful after acting like a fucking... Thanks, Maddie. You guys like my nails?
Honestly, no. I'm going to be honest and say no. I don't like your nails. That's not me being mean. That's just my opinion. I don't like them.
We need chicken stew. No, we're not at the villa. I gotta go buy a coffee. I'll be right back.
So she keeps the stream running. You know, she's doing this on purpose.
Oh,
quiet, Foodie. I don't want to see you eating right now. She purposely kept the stream running because she's running up the meter for more ad money later. That's what that's about. Instead of turning the stream off and restarting it, she's going to keep it running so the stream is as long as possible.
Guess what they're selling now? Homemade chocolate-covered beans. They're coffee beans. Oh, it smells like coffee in here. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry.
Why?
Hi, Canadian Eagle. Please strike FFG. Her cackle isn't transformative. Ready, set, repeat, tell stalker. I think she should be gone after. She's a fucking harasser. Don't you think so? Like, whenever people who don't even like me are being like, she was wrong. Can we go get pita chips at Farm Boy? Yeah, sure. Come on. One nail shot a month. Oh, well. It's just nails. It won't break the bank, I guess. We've learnt nothing. Well, these people need to chill out, man. He might also get some new customers because he's really freaking awesome at doing nails. He doesn't give a fuck about me. I'm a customer. What is me? Why would anyone harass my nail guy? He does nails. He doesn't say, "Oh, before I do your nails, I'm gonna need a history of your I'm gonna need to know your history." Did you at one time in your life possibly do something that looked like a Nazi salute? Maybe. Without, is it okay to dox people? Why are people such shit? Is my nail tech a 5-year-old girl? Pete should file for disability. It's hard to get disability, especially for mental illness. Especially for mental illness. You know, mental illness is still a thing. It is taboo.
Oh. Did she delete this?
No, because then I have to uphold the reputation again. It was ruined by them spreading lies to degrade you. Pretty much. The fact that I'm a Nazi, is that not a lie? Yeah, it is. Fuck. Did I drive fucking burnt? Yeah, that's a lie. Maybe I always look perma-burnt, but if I'm tired. I am perma-burnt. I think I'm perma-burnt. Even right now I feel perma-burnt. Look at me. Pete's is depressed. He is, yes. Applebee's. If you were at Stalingrad, we know why the Germans starved. Okay, that was funny. See? That's a joke. Different strokes, different folks. People need carpets, right? Well, people need to laugh at farts, and that's what people need beesing in their life, and this is my business. I'm in the business of beesing. I bring beesing to the hearts of everyone around. This is what my job is. All right? All right. I'm going to talk about while I'm driving. The barista was funny because it was like a kid or like a younger guy.
Let's skip ahead.
I think the sushi place is still coming up.
Talk about
Just great.
next.
And 2 Dunkaroos.
Okay, that's it for that part. Let's go on to the comments. Another one says, valid question. Why are you getting fancy nails done when you have to spend the next 2 to 3 weeks packing and cleaning? They'll be ruined. That's a good point, another one. I've had my nails done before. Really bad idea to get your nails done while you're supposed to be packing because your nails are going to get ruined. The paint's going to be all messed up. The nails are going to be broken. They might lift up from the bottom. That is the worst time to get your nails done. I don't know what Foodie's thinking. Sufferfish says she's going to call Natter, and if he rejects her, she'll be back soon. He probably will reject her because he's over there eating filet mignon. He probably got enough food for a while, so he don't want to see Foodie. Panda says the nail guy did her dirty again. He clearly hates her. I don't know if the nail tech guy hates her, but Foodie, she doesn't know what looks good on her. She's all about picking out things that look tacky and cheap. So I've had my nails done before. The nail tech probably did what she asked him to do. So let's not blame him. You know, Foodie probably told him what to do and he just did what he asked her to do. Kat says, it's your laziness catching up with you again. Your previous account was banned on Patreon. You also had 1 or 2 before that you just abandoned. Patreon keeps the record. You should have appealed the ban back then and closed your accounts properly. But you got your YouTube channel back, so you dropped all of your big plans on actual content and went back to take out drugs and disrespecting your viewers. This is the karma you talk about so often, Chantal. Love that for you. Yeah, things like Patreon and Twitch, they were just backups in case she couldn't get her YouTube channel back. That's all they were. She didn't care about utilizing different platforms and doing different kinds of content that maybe she couldn't do on YouTube. They were just backup accounts is all. So if Patreon's not letting her back on, I completely understand why. Caspira Acula says, why would you give your audience another opportunity to find people you go to in real life? To have them also refuse to work with you once they get bombarded with messages and video clips? Because she's an idiot. So in this live stream, she revealed her nail tech. So I feel bad for that person. I feel bad for them because they're just doing nails, you know, like that's all they do is they do nails. I don't think anybody should be contacting the nail tech because what did they do wrong? They're just doing nails. I don't think anybody should be bothering that person. They've done absolutely no wrong. It's if you got a problem with Foodie, you got a problem with Foodie, but please let's not bother the nail tech. They're just, you know, making their money. Madcap says, so delusional, Scamtel. Everybody knows you don't deliver on your promises. Your supporters even know not to expect a postcard. And you did victim shame Dee Dee. You were raging and asked if she liked being hit. Apologize, deliver those postcards, and keep it moving. So I'm going to update to see if there's any more comments before I close this out. Okay, I'm done with you, Chantal. Go away. Let me just get it over here. Let's see. Miss Blackwood says her anxiety and depression only kick in and incapacitate her when she needs to clean, pay taxes, and send out postcards, take the cat to the vet, Keep doctor appointments, go to therapy, and otherwise act like an adult. Interesting how nails, food, shopping, and men never get affected. Just fascinating. Yeah, so her depression and her anxiety seem to be kind of selective, aren't they? When it comes to something that she likes and she enjoys, no depression, no anxiety. But if it's something she will not enjoy, suddenly she's a mess. Let's see. Artsy Fartsy says your anxiety and depression seem to come and go at the weirdest times. Being lazy and neglectful does not equal anxiety and depression. No, it's just her avoiding adulthood. That's all it is. Bad Seed says Repzilla is on to all of you now. Party's over. Eh? Let's see if we got anything else here. Shelby says, don't go after Repzilla. That would be the absolute worst move. Honestly, I don't think things could get any worse for Chantal, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. T says, yes, please copyright strike. I've been hoping you'd lose this channel. This is the way to do it. I'm here for this. Yeah, you know what, Chantal? You tried to use Natter to do your dirty work, and it didn't work. So you're going to try it yourself. Let's see how that plays out. The channels are going to fight you, and you know it. You want to go down in flames? That's your choice. That is completely your choice. Kathy Mulligan says, I know. You can send postcards from Burger King, Starbucks, McDonald's, and Falafel Palace. You know, if Chantal filled out some postcards and dropped off some of them every time she went out for fast food, she'd be able to get all those postcards done in no time. Joey says, leaving your car for 5 to 10 minutes and just letting your stream run with you gone is lazy content. Getting wasted on THC to the point where you can barely speak and lie in your bed drooling is lazy content. If everyone adds on to this, I'd love to see how many things she does with her lazy content. Well, that'd be a really long thread. I'll tell you that much. She does a lot of lazy content type things. Everybody's bagging on the nails. A lot of comments about the nails. A lot of people are bagging on the nails. There's a lot of people reading her to filth for the nails. Love Ripley says, have you spent all your money yet, or are you rich in the world you live in? Next big drama, you decide to leave the villa forever and never move because the mess is literally growing on you. I don't know if she can leave the villa. You know, all this talk about moving, and yet she never moves. Okay, so that's it for this React video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment yourself. Thank you very much for being here, and have a good day. Bye-bye.